Hello everyone! In the previous video, we explored the basic features of the planner. If you haven't watched it yet, feel free to pause and check it out. It'll make this part easier to follow. In this episode, we'll look at advanced planning features that help you forecast workload, plan ahead confidently, and make sure your team's schedule actually matches reality. Let's dive in. Planning beyond Jira tasks. ActivityTimeline isn't limited to managing Jira tasks. You can also plan with internal events like bookings, placeholders, overtime, or create your own versions of these to fit your workflow, giving you a more accurate way to forecast capacity. Sometimes you need to plan ahead before Jira issues even exist, or you simply don't want to create them for every task. That's where bookings help. You can use them to reserve time for things like team meetings, administrative work, or training days, activities that take real effort but don't require separate Jira tasks. Bookings are also great for forecasting new projects. If you already know who will be involved, you can block out time in advance, even if the backlog isn't ready yet. For recurring activities like weekly meetings, you can add a recurrence so the booking repeats automatically. If several people are doing the same thing, select Create for everyone in the team to book the whole group at once. And if you want to track that time historically, you can configure ActivityTimeline to treat past bookings as work logs, so they appear in your timesheets as actual time spent. Once your high-level plans are in place, you can take them a step further with placeholders. They're perfect for experimenting with different planning scenarios. Think of placeholders as draft tasks. You can test different schedules, move work around, or plan potential projects that aren't approved yet without updating anything in Jira. You can create them directly in ActivityTimeline, or even turn Jira issues into placeholders by dragging them onto the timeline while holding Control on Windows or Command on Mac. When the plan is ready, simply approve the placeholders. You can do this one by one or in bulk. Open Extra, Bulk Reschedule, and choose Approve All. That instantly turns placeholders into real Jira tasks and syncs everything between Jira and ActivityTimeline. You also get other bulk options that save time when plans change. In just a few clicks, you can unschedule tasks, shift them forward or backward, reassign them, or clone, keeping large project plans easier to adjust when priorities shift. In cases where your team needs to work beyond their normal schedule, overtime events let you account for that additional effort. You can temporarily increase someone's capacity for particular days or timeframes, and these hours will be included in all the forecasting reports, ensuring accurate planning and tracking. Real schedules aren't just tasks, meetings take time too. That's why ActivityTimeline can connect with your Google Calendar. Once synced, your meetings and events appear directly in the planner and count toward workload, just like any other work. This way, the timeline reflects real availability, and it's much easier to see how much time remains for actual tasks. To learn how to set it up, check out our short tutorial here. Planning for non-Jira resources. Sometimes you also need to plan for people or things outside of Jira, like future hires, contractors, meeting rooms, or equipment. That's where resources come in. You can set them up in Configuration, Users, Resources. Just name the resource, assign a role, add skills, and include them in teams, just like regular users. Keep in mind that resources can only be assigned to custom events, not Jira issues, and the total number you can create depends on your Jira user license count. Team-level planning. What if you want to plan for whole teams, not just individual users? That's where the Team panel helps. It gives you a high-level picture of how busy each team is, which is especially useful when planning longer periods, like months, quarters, or years. Here, you can assign bigger pieces of work like epics, initiatives, bookings, or placeholders to forecast availability without going into task details yet. Once you're ready to plan the actual work, switch to the Team with Users view. Here, you can break those bigger plans into smaller tasks and assign them to specific team members. You can also adjust what you see by switching between different view modes. For example, you can display the overall team availability, the combined workload of the team and its users, or only the team-level work, shown in hours, days, or percentages. And if you want these team assignments visible in Jira, you can create the Activity Timeline Team field under Configuration, General. By creating this field, team-level plans stay in sync in both tools. Jira Plans doesn't always reflect whether the plan is realistic for your team's capacity. Activity Timeline shows if the plan aligns with actual availability and helps to spot overloads early. Just map the same start and due date fields in Activity Timeline, and changes will stay in sync between both tools. For even more clarity, you can also add the Activity Timeline Team field to your Jira Plans view to keep team assignments aligned across both tools. You'll find the full setup guide in the video here. That's it for this video. We've covered most of the advanced planning features of Activity Timeline, and we hope it was helpful. While we are working on the next episode, feel free to check out other videos on our channel. And if you have any questions, reach out to us at support@reliex.com. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.